Big Ange Spur-Fect, new boss inspires troops to win against 9 men. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Liverpool 1, Spurs up to second in the Premier League table, just 1 point away from league leaders and champions Manchester City.
Chris Cowlin. Fan cams. Club news. Transfer news. Match previews. Legend interviews. Spurs winning. Press conferences. Covering everything Tottenham and England.
Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Spurs in the Media. I'll be going through all of today's newspapers, looking at all of the reports from the national press from the game Tottenham Hotspur 2, Liverpool 1. Spurs are up to second in the Premier League table, now just 1 point away from league leaders and champions Manchester City, who lost against Wolves on Saturday. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So let's get straight into it, and let's start with a report from the Daily Star Sunday today. And on the back page it says here, Tottenham 2, Liverpool 1. You're kidding. Klopp rages as VAR refs get it wrong again. It then states that Jurgen Klopp's rage turned into frustration after referees Chiefs admitting an almighty blunder in Liverpool's 2-1 defeat by Tottenham. It then goes on to say that the PGMOL apologised for a Luis Diaz goal that had been ruled out for offside, with a statement issued a little more than an hour after the final whistle. It stated the goal by Luis Diaz was disallowed for offside by an on-field team of match officials. This was a clear and obvious factual error and should have resulted in a goal being awarded through VAR intervention. However, the VAR failed to intervene. After the game, Jurgen Klopp said, "Who does the statement help? We had a situation in the Manchester United game, and did Wolves get the points for it? No, and we will not get the points for it today. So it doesn't help. Nobody expects 100% right decisions on field." Jurgen Klopp then went on to say, "We all thought when VAR came in, it might make things easier, but I don't know why people in VAR, are they under that much pressure? The decision was made really quickly. It changed the momentum of the game. I knew at half-time in the first moment I saw it's a clean onside with normal pictures, easy to see, but pretty sure that whoever made a decision didn't do it on purpose." As for the red cards, Jurgen Klopp then went on to say, the first red card, Curtis steps on the ball and goes over, not a bad tackle. It looks different in slow motion. He steps full throttle on the ball and goes over the ball. That is unlucky. For Jota, the first was not a yellow. To defend with 9 is tricky. This is also from the Daily Star Sunday, and it states here, ref justice for Reds. Some stats here. Tottenham Hotspur received 5 yellow cards in the game. Liverpool received 4 and also received 2 red cards. Tackles, Spurs 23, Liverpool 15. Tackles 1 in percentage terms, Liverpool 47% to Tottenham's 82%. It says here that Jurgen Klopp has won 11 and lost just 1 of 18 meetings with Tottenham in the league and cup, with the other 6 being drawn. Player ratings today from the Daily Star Sunday. It states Vicario an 8, Pedro Porro a 7, Romero, Van der Ven, Udogie and Sarr all 7s, Basuma an 8, Kulusevski a 7, Maddison Starman 9 out of 10, Richarlison and Son both with 8s. All the subs, Solomon, Davis, Skip, Højbjerg and Viles, who of course made his Premier League debut, they all received 6 out of 10 ratings. Starman, James Maddison, it states here, the Spurs playmaker dictated play for Postecoglou. Now for a report from the Mail on Sunday today, and it says here, Matip's cruel own goal kills off 9-man Liverpool at death and sums up their bad luck. The main heading then states Klopp's in agony at last gasp horror. So the match stats, possession, Tottenham Hotspur had 65% of the ball to Liverpool's 35%. Shots on target, Spurs 24, Liverpool 12. Fouls, Spurs 11, Liverpool 17. Corners, we had 12 to Liverpool's 5. The ball's in play for 62 minutes. That is 58% of the 102-minute match. So let's get on to the player ratings from the Mail on Sunday today. They have given Vicario an 8 out of 10, Pedro Porro a 6.5, Romero a 7, Van de Ven a 7, Udogie a 7, Sarr a 7, Basuma an 8. They have given Kulusevski a 6.5. They have given Maddison, star man, 9 out of 10. They have given Richarlison an 8. They have given Heung-min Son an 8. Next up, a report from the Sunday Mirror, and it says here, Silly Joel's final hit. Klopp's 9 men hold on until the 96th minute, then Matip fires into his own net. It then states it was always going to be a chance for one of them to make a statement, and never more so on the day that Manchester City slipped up and lost at Wolves. Now for a report from the Sunday Telegraph, and it says here, Postecoglou credits win to spirit within group. It also states here, PGMOL admits human error in wrong call over Diaz strike. Ange Postecoglou after the game said you want to put that game to bed, but sometimes when you score that late, it helps to continue to build that belief in the group and the spirit within the group that we have in us to go to the last minute. All these things, they're not by design. It's just the nature of the game. I'm not sitting here thinking we're ahead of some schedule. Next up, a report from the Sunday Times today, and the main heading states here, Matip mishap lets Spurs off the hook, a travesty for Liverpool. So the Times newspaper have published a game in 60 seconds. It says here, Curtis Jones sent off for a reckless challenge on Yves Bissouma. Matip's own goal in the last minute of stoppage time was heartbreak for the 9 men. Ange Postecoglou said we're still a team in its infancy in terms of the way that we want to play, the age and experience of the group. And Jurgen Klopp said, I was never more proud of the team than today. I never saw a game like this with the most unfair circumstances, crazy decisions. Now, player ratings from the Sunday Times today. They've given Vicario a 7 out of 10, Pedro Porro an 8, Romero an 8, Van de Ven a 7, Udogie an 8, Sarr 7, Basuma 8, Kulusevski a 7, James Maddison star man 9 out of 10, Richarlison an 8, Heung-min Son an 8. Now for a report from the Sunday Express, and the main heading states here, Matip slip up a sickener. Matip's stoppage time own goal handed Tottenham a dramatic victory against Liverpool. Now the Sunday Express have also published some stats here. Total passes, Tottenham Hotspur 660 to Liverpool's 360. 300 more passes from Spurs. Now the player ratings from the Express, Vicario an 8, Pedro Porro a 7, Van de Ven a 7, Romero a 7, Udogie a 7, Sarr 7, Basuma 8, Maddison 9 out of 10, Kulusevski a 7, Heung-min Son an 8, Richarlison an 8. And lastly, a report from the Sun newspaper today, and it says, own Joel torment. Matip succeeded where Tottenham had fouled by turning in the last-minute own goal that broke 9-man Liverpool's resistance. Now, I tell you what, I've got to say this. All of these newspapers and all of these articles today, it is all about Liverpool. It is not about Tottenham Hotspur winning this game. It is all of these reports are all dominated by VAR, Jurgen Klopp, and Liverpool losing the game. These reports are not concentrating on Tottenham being second in the league table, Ange Postecoglou doing wonders at Tottenham, the mood changing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the Spurs fans being extremely happy, and the style of play that Postecoglou has got this team playing. It is all about Liverpool. Now, the Sun newspaper have published some stats. It says Liverpool have had 4 players sent off in the Premier League so far this season. It's the first time in Premier League history that a side has been given 4 red cards in their opening 7 games of a campaign. Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson made 8 saves, the most he has made in a single Premier League match. The last Reds goalkeeper to make more stops in a single league game was Miguel back in November 2013, which was 9, and that was against Everton. And Tottenham are only one of two sides to remain unbeaten in the Premier League this season. Played 7, won 5, drawn 2, along with Arsenal, while Liverpool suffered their first loss since April against Manchester City, ending their 17-game run without a defeat in the competition. And lastly, let's hear from both head coaches, Ange Postecoglou and Jurgen Klopp. They both gave their thoughts on VAR after the game in their post-match press conferences.
Kind of reputation and reliability was taking a big hit today, and PG will have to deal with that.
Yeah, look, I mean, you might have to dig up some research on me, mate, but I think I'm on record saying that I've never really been a fan of it since it's come in. Not for any other reason that I just think really, complicates areas of the game that I thought were pretty clear in the past. But I can see at the same time why it was inevitable that technology would come in. But, I guess we have to deal with it. But the biggest problem I think that we have, or we seem to fail to grasp, is that no form of technology is going to make the game errorless. We used to understand that errors were part of the game, including officiating errors, and you'd have to cop it. Some people copped it better than others, but that was part of the game.
Say about the offside goal, I knew it half time. In the first moment I thought it's clear offside, but then it is offside, so you try to think they have a better view. Half time we knew. With normal pictures, easy to see, no offside. But I'm pretty sure that whoever did that, made that decision, didn't do it on purpose. It didn't take extremely long to come to the conclusion. That's a bit strange, but that somebody else has to clarify that. I have nothing else to say about it. Say about the offside goal, I knew it half time. In the first moment I thought it's clear offside, but then it is offside, so you try to think they have a better view. Half time we knew. With normal pictures, easy to see, no offside. But I'm pretty sure that whoever did that, made that decision, didn't do it on purpose. It didn't take extremely long to come to the conclusion. That's a bit strange, but that somebody else has to clarify that. I have nothing else to say about it.
Now, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Keep smiling. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good week. I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Spurs.